to first do the contour. So let's talk about that. When you're doing contour, you need to choose a cooler contour color. The contour is the darker shade, so you're going to be choosing a product that's a couple shades, maybe 2 or 3 shades darker than your natural skin color, but it needs to be on the cooler side. If that doesn't make sense to you, I'm going to drop in a card right here for you to watch my Foundation 101 video, because I talk all about cool tones versus warm tones. But basically, a cool tone has less red and orange in it and has a little bit more of a gray or a almost muted pink color to it. Something else to make sure of is that your contour color does not have any shimmer in it. You don't want to have shimmer where you were trying to make it look like you're having a higher point cast a shadow onto an indentation or a more receded area of your face. So avoid any products that have shimmer in them. And like I said, there's 2 ways to do it. So you can use a powder contour product, or you can use a cream or a liquid contour product. I'm going to show you both ways. So we're going to make today my right side of my face be my powder side, and the left side of my face will be my cream side for contour and highlight. So let's start with a powder contour. One of my recent favorites for a powder contour product is by Tarte, and it is the Park Avenue Princess. It has beautiful packaging. I just can't. If you open it up, you're gonna see there's a wide shade range here. And today for my contour, I'm looking for something 2 to 3 shades darker than my natural skin color and cooler. I'm gonna go for this shade right here, which is called Princess Cut. How perfect. For powder contour, you want a small brush that's gonna be able to fit in the contour area of your face. So pick something that's like this. This has got quite a bit of give to it. It's not stiff, but it's not huge. If you look at it in comparison to this brush, for instance, this brush is going to be too big. It's not going to give us the precision that a smaller brush will give. So look for something that's tiny enough that you can control where the product is going to go. And now let's talk about where you're going to place the product. We're looking to go from basically this section of your ear right here down and under where your cheekbone is. So just feel, you can take your brush, this is a really good way to do it. Feel for your cheekbone, and then you're gonna place that entire brush right under the cheekbone. Now, as far as how far the color goes, you're gonna start the color back here by your ear and where your hair is. And you're gonna bring the actual color that we're gonna put on right to about where your eye meets this brush. The shadow would not come onto this flat part of your face. A shadow will stay where a high point is casting the shadow, so don't bring it in too far. We're gonna take that color Princess Cut onto the brush. Don't get too much, kind of tap it off. If you're using powder, you don't want to overdo it. You can always add more. It's harder to take away once you put on powder. And we're gonna start back here, and with a light hand, so you can already see that shadow coming in. With a light hand, I'm just brushing it back and forth. And this is really important. Don't brush down, because we're trying to create lift and shape here. The shadow would not fall all the way down your face. The shadow needs to stay under the cheekbone only and really nice and tight under there. And again, we're not going past the eye right here. So now when I look straight forward, this side of my face has more shape and structure than this side. It's just creating an illusion of bone structure. Blend it up if anything. And back into the hairline is really important because you want it to be continuous. And there is basically the powder side done. Super simple. For the cream side, I'm going to be using today the Milk Baked Bronzer. So it comes in a stick, it's very easy to use. Looks like deodorant, but definitely not deodorant. It is a matte bronzer, which is again what we're looking for, no shimmer. So similar to what we did on the powder side, we're going to take this bronzer and create a little line. Looks a little scary, and we're gonna use a stippling brush to blend this out. So take your stippling brush and again, concentrate most of the color back here. So start blending at the back, pulling up if anything, not down. And we're just pressing and stippling it into the skin, not past the eye again. So just go like that. And if you find you've gone a little too far, take your foundation brush or sponge and just press over that area. All right, there's the powder and the cream side done for contour. Let's move on to highlighter. For highlight, I'm gonna show you that there are actually two different kinds of highlight beyond just powder and cream. There's actually a shimmer highlight and a matte highlight that's just gonna give you shape. So let's go over the matte highlight first. What I mean by that is using either a powder with no shimmer in it that is 2 to 3 shades lighter than your skin tone, or using a concealer that is 2 to 3 shades lighter than your skin tone. So we're gonna do the powder first, again on the powder side. Why would you use this technique for highlighting? If you want it to look really natural, if you're in daylight, you're not gonna want a shimmery highlight. Shimmer highlights can look beautiful, but they don't necessarily look very natural because no one's walking around with like a shimmering cheekbone. And if they are, again, using this Park Avenue Princess palette, I'm going to be using the shade Enhance today, which is this shade right here. And I'm taking a small tapered little brush like this. It's gonna fit snug under my eye area. We're gonna press this powder under the eye area. Woo, we brighten it already. Hello. You wanna take it under the eye and bring it up onto the cheekbone. Again, this cheekbone is what we're giving ourselves a faux highlight and contour with. So the cheekbone's going to be lighter, and under here we're creating that shadow. So bring it back onto the cheekbone, and then also bring it down onto the apple of your cheek here, alongside your nose. Another good place to highlight is right here on your chin. Bring that plane of your face forward, and also above the brow. Using a powder highlight and contour is really great for someone with oily skin too, because as you can see, it takes away a lot of the shine. You can also make yourself look naturally lifted with a concealer, and that is a cream side product. So I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Mine is in the shade Fair, so this is about 2 shades lighter than my skin tone actually is, and you'll see that right there. But we're going to take it, same thing, along the side of the nose and back along the cheekbone, a little bit on the chin, and a little bit above the brow. And then I find using a sponge is easiest to blend this concealer in, but we're gonna go over those areas and press the product in to the skin and create that highlight. That's just another method to the madness, so you can use powder or cream for the matte highlight. Second option for highlight is using a shimmer. Now this also comes in cream or powder. So for the powder side today, I'm going to be using one of my all-time faves, and that is the MAC Double Gleam Extra Dimension Skin Finish. So it looks like this. Obviously this, compared to the powder highlight we just used over here, this has shimmer and it just doesn't look as realistic. It's gonna look beautiful, but it just doesn't look as realistic. With a shimmery highlight, you want to concentrate it more. We're not going to put it under the eye area. We're not going to put it on the chin. We're only going to put this a little bit above the brow and on the top of the cheekbone. We're going to start right up here. I'm again using a small concentrated brush because I want to focus this right on the top of my cheekbone. But you can see that gives you the light catching properties that a powder matte highlight will not. We're gonna go above the brow too, and that lifts that plane of the face. Looks really nice. Super simple and gives you just that
glow.
Lastly, we're going to do the cream shimmer highlight. And to do that, I'm gonna use, again, one of my all-time favorite products for this, and this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Pearl. So it is like a moussey kind of texture. It comes out, you know, out of the pump. And so it looks like this. And to apply this, your best bet is a sponge, a damp beauty sponge. So I take it on the back of my hand, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna concentrate it right here at the top of the cheekbone and above the eyebrow. Those are the two methods to contouring and highlighting. It's super simple. It can seem daunting, especially when you watch videos online of like Kim Kardashian's contour routine. It's like, please woman, like we all have that kind of time. No. This is a really natural way of doing it. It's just gonna amp up your face shape. I hope this tutorial really helped you. Thank you so much for watching, and please consider subscribing if you're interested in these types of videos. I think every video I just get more and more inspired to share with you guys what I know and love about makeup. Thanks!